Yo, what is going down with it, everybody? Today's video is going to be the 5 WWE WrestleMania main event matches that shouldn't have main evented WrestleMania. At the end of the day, this is just my opinion, so we can agree to disagree here. Number 1, you have Triple H, Randy Orton, WrestleMania 25. Now, the build-up was nice. I think we can all agree on that. Segments, promos, moments like Triple H busting into Randy Orton's home, like, it was absolutely really good. It was absolutely really good. It was an amazing build-up that there's a whole YouTube video page about it. But the match did not live up to the hype whatsoever. I mean, when you add in a stipulation that Triple H could lose his title even if he gets counted out or disqualified, when Triple H and Randy Orton been going at each other's necks for weeks and months up to this point, literally makes no sense to add in that stipulation. Honestly, if we're being realistic here, I think the one match that we can all agree on that probably could have main evented and should have main evented 25 was Shawn Michaels and The Undertaker. Next on the list, you got Roman, you got Brock, WrestleMania 34. Yeah, man. Trying to recapture 31 all over again, it just wasn't going to work out in this case, man. People did not want to see it. People, obviously, the Roman Reigns experience had failed up to this point. Nobody was messing with Roman. Nobody wanted Roman in that main event spot. And then you take a look at a guy like Brock Lesnar, who was holding the Universal Championship hostage. The match was a dud. People were chanting other names. Nobody cared. And ultimately, it was a disappointment. Triple H and Jericho at WrestleMania 18. Even Chris Jericho came out and said about this. He had talked about how even he felt like that he and Triple H shouldn't have main evented at WrestleMania. To be honest with you, can't blame him. On top of the fact it was a very underwhelming matchup. I mean, realistically, the hype and the amount of reaction that The Rock and Hulk Hogan had gotten during that, and you all know how big and electrifying that match was. Realistically, you could make a strong case in point of The Rock and Hulk Hogan main eventing WrestleMania 18, but Jericho and Triple H are for the World Heavyweight Championship. Next, you got Miz, Cena, WrestleMania 27. WrestleMania 27 as a whole was kind of an underwhelming show. I wouldn't say it was the worst WrestleMania. I know some will say in recent history it was, but The Miz at the time, a lot of people didn't felt like he deserved to be WWE champion. He quite wasn't ready for that spot to be WWE champion. And honestly, the entire main event was a legit ploy just to set up John Cena versus The Rock, which they did the very next night on Raw after WrestleMania. So honestly, no real importance for The Miz and John Cena. And then ultimately the end case, again, setting up Rock and Cena. But lastly on this list, going a little old school here, you got Hulk Hogan, Psycho Sid at WrestleMania 8. Psycho Sid, may God rest his soul. But yeah, this match was very underwhelming. And it wasn't just the fact it was underwhelming. It ended in a no DQ, So ultimately, you look back at, a lot of people look at as that match being the one match at WrestleMania 8 that shouldn't have main evented over the show, even though Hulk Hogan is, big of a star he was at the time. Like, realistically, didn't need the WrestleMania 8 main event. So let me know what y'all think in the comments. If there are any other matches y'all think that shouldn't have main evented WrestleMania, but they did, let me know in the comments, and that wraps it up.